Hi, friends. This is the third episode entitled The Freedom That Comes with Aging, and it's a part of a series that's entitled Aging is Not Where I Expected. I want to offer you a moment of loving kindness. May you find in these words permission to live this season fully, freely, and entirely on your own terms. When I was 45 years old, I wanted to quit. I really did. But I couldn't. I had to work, and the financial obligations were needed for my family, and they were provided by what I was offering in a job. And I did what needed to be done. And what I didn't know then that I know now, what nobody told me, was that one day the weight of that would simply go away. It would be gone. And what would be standing on the other side of that was something I had never quite felt before. Freedom. Yes, freedom. We talk a lot about peace, and we've had our discussion about that, and peace is real. But freedom is something different. Peace is what you feel on the inside. Freedom is how you move on the outside. It shows up on your calendar, your choices, your relationships, your time. Peace settles all over you. Freedom opens the door. Today we're talking about what it means to finally live on your own terms. So the first one I want to raise is freedom from obligations. We talked a little bit about that earlier in the series, that we were living under obligations related to our careers and our jobs. We were also living under financial obligations, all right? Those obligations are gone now. They're not what they were when we were working. And not that you don't have things to pay for, but it's not that kind of pressure of striving and producing to keep financial obligations. Those organizations, those committees, those memberships, they're all gone. Yeah, they're all gone. And if you are in it, it's because you want to be. The calendar now belongs to you and me. I'm turning to me. The calendar belongs to me. And it belongs to you too. Now you put on it what you want to put on it. Except for doctor visits. I'm putting doctor visits on mine. All right. The second thing I want to raise is that you're now free to tend to yourself. When I was working, I wanted to exercise more. I wanted to go to the gym. I wanted to walk more. But in between working and getting off at 4 and 5 o'clock and picking up the kids and getting home to get dinner, it felt like there was never enough time to tend to my body in a physical way. I have the freedom now. I have the freedom to tend to my body now. And I can go to the gym, I can go to my swim classes, I can walk. All those kinds of things feel like freedom to me now rather than obligations or fitting them in between the rest of my life. I also have the opportunity now to be free to do what I want to put in my mind. I'm reading books more. I'm studying things I want to study. I'm looking at YouTube, learning how to do YouTube again with my podcast. I'm putting things in my mind now that I want to put in them. Another thing that's really important to me is that my spirit is now free. And not that it wasn't free before, but now I have more time to just sit with God. There is nothing better for me than to sit on my front porch in the morning with a glass of coffee, a cup of coffee, and hear the birds sing. That was never something like that I could do when I was working. And I hope wherever you feel the deepest in your space, maybe it's walking in nature, maybe it's walking on the beach, maybe it's going to the mountains. Take that time and freedom to use that to your benefit and a better life. One other thing I want to add is that now I can move and I'm free to say no. You heard me say early on as I started this podcast that I felt like anytime somebody asked me something, I had to do it. Not anymore. No is a complete sentence for me. It's a complete sentence. I don't have to give a reason why I'm saying no anymore. I probably never did. But now I don't have to give a reason for saying no. And I can quietly and kindly say thank you, but no. Um, because I think sometimes we as women spend decades believing that we owe the world an explanation for every boundary that's touched. We don't have to do that anymore. I want to offer you a gentle invitation, and that is, what did freedom feel like for you when it arrived? What did freedom feel like for you when it arrived? Was it in the morning when you woke up and you had nothing to do? Maybe it was the first time you said no and you meant it. All right, share your story. I would love to hear from you, and as we build this community together, and share what freedom looks like for you. I want to close with this meta moment. May you be happy. May you be at peace. And may you walk freely and fully into everything this season has been saving just for you here in the Garden Years. Love that you were here with me today, and take care, and I will see you next week. Bye.